quick tech roundup in 2 minutes. I'm your host, short, calm, and factual. We'll cover 2 top stories and explain why each matters for builders, operators, and policy. Let's go.
Reports show Nvidia GPUs are scarce or unevenly distributed across parts of Southeast Asia, causing regional supply pressure and surprising import swings. Authorities and journalists are tracking unusual buying patterns and probes into potential diversion, which can create opaque supply routes and make it harder for legitimate buyers to secure hardware. In policy, tighter U.S. limits on certain foreign-made drones signal how export and import rules remain an active influence on hardware flows. On software, Anthropic's Claude Code added IDE-level semantics, and Vercel announced agents for its AI SDK, improvements that give developers deeper, context-aware assistance inside coding environments. Why it matters: hardware scarcity affects who can train or run large models. Export controls reshape international supply chains, and better dev tools lower friction for building AI. So together, these trends alter speed, cost, and geographic distribution of AI work.
Data center planners in Asia are increasingly tying construction timelines to confirmed GPU allocations to avoid building empty facilities, and investigators are watching for rerouting of chips across regional hubs, actions that change financing and operational timelines for projects. For developers, IDE-level semantics and agents shift some workload from manual tooling to assisted workflows, which can speed delivery, but also raises questions about dependency and security in the toolchain.
Alphabet acquired Intersect to secure renewable-powered data center capacity, bringing projects, teams, and planned gigawatts of capacity under Google's control to serve rising AI demand. The acquisition emphasizes physical control over power and project pipelines, rather than relying solely on third-party leases. In related market moves, Sandbrook Capital's buy of United Utility highlights investor interest in grid services and infrastructure that support data center and AI growth. Nvidia restructured its cloud team after stepping back from competing directly with hyperscalers, indicating a strategic shift in how it approaches cloud partnerships. Why it matters: large AI models need reliable, affordable, and increasingly renewable power at scale. Owning or controlling generation and grid relationships reduces supply risk and operating cost for hyperscale AI deployments.
Quick context: as compute density rises, data centers negotiate long-term power purchase agreements, co-location with substations, and grid services like demand response, all of which affect cost per inference and environmental footprints. For investors, utility and grid plays are becoming a way to capture value from AI-driven demand growth.
That's the roundup for today. 2 stories with concise context and why each matters. For deeper reads, follow the original reporting sources. Thanks for listening.